Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Only O. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope everything you're striving for is coming into full tuition. In today's video, guys, I want to take a really big dive into the idea of people having the "you need to re-meet me" approach, and why I completely disagree with that mindset. The reason why I feel like you should never allow anybody access to you once they finally remove themselves from your life, or whether it be a ghosting situation, or maybe you two had a disagreement and you no longer associate and they want to come back, don't allow that. The reason why I say don't allow that is because if you have any form of self-respect for yourself, any form of dignity, any form of moral character, you have to respect the idea that they're not privileged or obligated to see that growth that you have put into yourself. It's easy for anybody to hold on to a old memory or hold on to a old emotion that they may have associated with that individual, but you have to take this main factor into consideration. They left, and they need to stay where they are, and you need to keep moving forward. Let me give you an example. If you're in a relationship and your partner is emotionally draining, your partner is a liar, maybe even on the worst case, they cheated on you. Now, you guys been separate for some time now, let's say 7 months, just for a good example. They come back to you and they say, "Hey, I really miss you. I miss us. Can we try again?" Do you honestly and truly think that somebody who is constantly lying, constantly being abusive, and cheated on you is so changed in 7 months? I highly doubt it. Now, the reasoning behind that doubt is because a lot of people tend to revisit people for self-benefit. They might see you doing better in life. They might see or hear from word of mouth that you're accomplishing a goal that you've been working on for an extended period of time, and they think that the connection that you two had prior is going to have some sort of value that allows them to grow and benefit from themselves. That's a horrible way of thinking, but people think that way. People honestly and truly think that they could just come back whenever they want. That's not the case. You have to have some form of self-respect for yourself in order for you to acknowledge that approach that people have. It's not a cool thing to participate in. I would never entertain the idea of somebody who willingly walked out of my life to ever come back and see what I am now. You could have had the privilege to watch me grow and appreciate the journey that I took to be able to get where I'm at. You don't get to be on a hiatus for 5-6 years and then feel like you cool with me enough to the point where you could come back and ask me all these sorts of questions. Oh, how's the family? How's this? How's that? How's life? You just got to hit them with the simple, "I'm blessed and you need to go to the left." There's nothing more disturbing to me as a man than having somebody feel as if they're comfortable enough to reapproach me whenever they feel like it. I'm not a hotel. You're not going to come in and check out whenever you feel like it. You're either in or you're out. Now, some people might say, "Oh, well, life is life and not everybody, stays connected with one another." Yeah, maybe people that aren't meant to stay connected have that idea. But for me, the people in my life, we grow with one another. We grow and watch each other fall, and then we're there to help pick them up. Now, some people think that, just because life is life, that means, you could have a falling out and all of a sudden, you could rekindle things. But that's not really what I'm getting at. I'm referring to the people that have been neglectful towards you, that have been neglectful towards your emotions, that have been neglectful to the struggles that you've endured. And all of a sudden they feel privileged to come back and check in on you. That's not cool. That's not even something to entertain. I would never ever allow somebody to revisit me. Like, you had the chance. You haven't spoken to me in so long. What makes you think there's anything worth talking about? Now, I'm not saying you have to go to them and be rude and disrespectful, but you could just simply tell them, like I said, "I'm blessed and you need to just go to the left." it's not worth entertaining. I would never in my life want to entertain somebody like that. And it'd be the worst people that go around asking other people that are associated with you to get check-ins. It's like you're not even mature enough emotionally to come in and ask me directly. You're going to outside sources that are affiliated with me to come in and check on me. In my mind, that's cowardice. How are you ever going to say you trying to fuck with me and you go to other people to fuck with me? That's weirdo behavior. It's almost as if they're self-aware to the idea that if they were to ever approach you, you would just shun them instantly. And that's mainly why they do what they do in that category. You can't sit here and conjure up the courage to come and ask me directly, but you feel confident enough to go to the other people and ask them how I'm doing. That's weird. In my mind, that's really, really weird. It's never worth holding on to the emotional attachment or the emotional memories that are associated with that person. That person could have kept a lifetime worth of memories that you could have held dear with you and them, but they willingly walked out. You gotta always remember that they walked away. It's not something to forget. You gotta have a peephole to the door of your life to see who's at that door. You're not just gonna open the door willingly and, oh, hey, I'm here. No, just look through. Yo, who's that? Oh, nah, you're not coming in here. You gotta stay where you at. I don't care if it's raining. I don't care if it's cold outside. You better walk back to where you were the first time you left. Now, some people might take that harshly, but that's just my level of self-respect. You're not gonna come in here regardless of whatever situation. And you ever watch Sinners and the vampire dude tried knocking on that door over here crying a song and dance saying, oh, they're trying to hurt me. As soon as they let bro in, dead. Now they're vampires. It's kind of that approach. That's kind of literally how you have to take it. No matter what song and dance somebody's giving you to try to re-enter your life, you got to sing it to the person you were singing it to before you came over here. But with that being said, guys, don't allow any negativity to form with you. Don't allow old assets to come back in and try to reamp themselves because they might see a potential gain that you have and they think they could piggyback off of it. But with that being said, guys, it's only O and we're going to see where this goes.